Hey gang, and welcome to another episode of This Old Garage Car. I don't know, we need a better name. Put your suggestions down in the comments box. Well anyway, we're here this week with my nephew Anthony.
Hey gang, my name's Anthony. As Jeff said, I'm his nephew. So I'm going to come here and help out, see what I can do.
Well today, we're going to have a lot of fun today because we're playing with gasoline and electric motors. So,
Good thing I'm an electrician.
we got the electric motor. We're going to hook it up to that fuel pump and we're going to drain the tank without puncturing any holes in this tank or trying to stuff a garden hose down there and try to siphon this tank out. It's the 70s, they had anti-theft devices back then that were really good. So, maybe later on we'll replace this grill. Since you guys like to comment that the grill needs replaced, we got one. Alright, so let's start the video. Chew. You can get that mirror.
I brought my wire snippers.
This is the main. This is the.
Alright guys, so we got our pump here. It works. So we're going to hook it up and pump out the tank, get all the gunk out of it.
So now we got the wires that go up to the fuel pump. We got this one with an inline fuse in it, so just in case something happens, when it gets a little hot, it's going to pop this fuse and hopefully not catch the gas on fire. Let's hope. All right, ready? All right, now that we got this all hooked up and ready to go, we got our white as our hot, black as our ground. So now let's hook it up, see if that pump works. All right, pump is running. Now we wait for that to suck all that fuel that's been settling in the bottom of the tank into that tank, and as usual, roll that beautiful time-lapse footage. Alright, well, the fuel pump idea didn't work. So there's probably something with the pickup tube is not working. So we're taking a break for lunch. So we're having a brainstorm meeting. So anybody got any ideas?
Oh, we could go to the parts store and get that hose and put it down straight down the tank. Hopefully it doesn't have that anti-theft system set up.
Worst case scenario, it does, and then we just wasted money on a hose.
Well, it's like it's like not like it's $45 for a piece of hose.
Right.
Yeah, we only need about 2 feet.
We could be there all day tomorrow, but everyone's busy tomorrow, and just drop the tank. I don't really want to drop the tank if we don't need to. But then how do we get it out? How do we get the fuel out of the tank? Turn the tank upside down and dump it? We'll just have.
Well, you're going to take the vicinity needed out of it.
You'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point of if we can get the hose down the neck of the fuel pump?
Well, that's what we're hoping that we can do is get the.
If we can just get a smaller hose, stick that down the neck, and hope there's no anti-theft in the tank.
Well, what size hose do we need?
I was just going to get a 1/4 inch, but then we got to get an adapter to go from the 1/4 inch to 3/8 that we're using right now, and that's the size of the pump we got. So we'd have to get like a little hose adapter and hose clamps. You're the cameraman.
My arm is getting tired, okay?
Suck it up.
That's the problem with a cameraman.
Kiss my ass.
Gotta have the cameraman.
Or two.
I am important.
All right. What are your ideas?
I don't know much about cars, so I have no clue. I'm just here as a moral support.
More like an immoral supporter. So what we could do is get a smaller length of hose, a smaller diameter hose.
Yeah, it got to be of length to get down into the tank.
Right, so we get about 3 feet of a smaller diameter hose.
Right. But
Say quarter-inch.
Right.
About.
It'll be a lot of strain on the pump.
We gotta get the wire for the pump yet, because I got to stretch from the battery to.
Right, so we get like the car's 79 Firebird Trans Am F body is about, I want to say 16 feet long from bumper to bumper.
Yeah, 25-foot hose. That way you're
25%. 25 foot long of wire, double lead,
right.
red and white, red and black.
So that way it's able to reach around over to
Hose,
the battery, down, over, and back to the
hose clamps for the adapter.
Right, we need
smaller ones. We can't. Or do you
right, because we got to go from a half. We got to go from quarter to diameter to half, because that's what the pump is.
So get a variety pack of C clamps if they got it.
No,
the hose clamps.
Just get 1-inch hose clamps, because those will go down to about a 1/4 inch.
True.
So.
True.
So that would be enough to go from that large.
We only need 2 hose clamps and an adapter.
Right.
Just to go from a smaller to a larger tube, just to fit the pump.
Now, do we want to go put the pump in reverse and pressurize the tank?
That would be smart.
Well, if we pressurize the tank, all we're going to do is make bubbles, like making bubbles in chocolate milk. That's all it's going to do.
But it'll give more pressure
to the diameter. It will push the fluid, the gas back through it, but that'll go right back into the pump.
We could do it the absolute redneck way.
Yeah.
Half a 1/4 inch tube and just start sucking on it.
Gas don't taste very good, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and I'd rather not put petrochemicals in my mouth. I don't know about y'all.
I did that once, and I had.
Yeah.
It was a bad experience.
It was a very bad experience.
Well,
not as bad as diesel fuel, but still, it was pretty bad.
Well, our pizza's about done, so we're going to take this on the road after we get our pizza.
And we'll talk at you when we get back to the garage.
Always got to have the last word, don't you? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this line here, put this line inside that one. You got the C-clamp, the hose clamp here. He's been calling it C-clamp all day. Clamp it there. This half will go into the tank, into the gas cans.
Right. And then whatever we cut off here was going to go onto the...
Good cut. No, that'll go there. Is at the end of the out?
That's the out.
Well, just an example. So that'll go out in the tank. This will go into the tank. This will work, and then we got that large spool of water. See, you always got to go through everything in the garage, and it always helps to have your father-in-law hanging around because it's his garage. And all right. Keep it locked. Yeah, that's got to go in the back. Into the tank.
I'm just saying back here.
All right, now we got this pump working. Sebastian just hooked it up in the front. So now let's put it in the tank and see if it works. We finally got it to siphon some fuel out of the tank. We had to put a weight on the hose because this hose apparently floats, and that was our issue all the time. So and we got to get a nice little bit of feed in it, and that gas is gold, and gold gas should not be that shade of gold. Alright, well, we got all the fuel out of the tank, so now the tank is dry. I know some people say you got to put a full tank of fuel in there and some stable if you're going to winterize your car. That would work if the car was driving. The car's not driving, it's not going to hurt anything. So, the sun has set. This was an all-day project. I meant to get the grill put on here, but with everything going on, we had to cut this video short. So, hopefully, I'll see you guys next weekend where hopefully, if this Everything is going on right. My carburetor should be in. They said it was delayed for this reason or that reason. But as soon as we get the carburetor in, this thing will run. Even if I got to run a hose out of a gas can directly into that thing, we're going to get this car to actually run in the next video once the carburetor shows up. If not, next weekend we'll do busy work. So, thank you for watching. Tell your friends.